Good morning. I started a minute early today. I've been up since 5:45 and I feel awesome. So today is a Design Space tutorial like I do every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Central, and 9 Mountain and 8 Pacific. Sorry for you guys on the West Coast. It's early Saturday morning. And thank you for joining me. Thank you, Bobby and Sue and Jamie, for moderating. And just welcome everybody. I am so excited. So many of you are here. There were 38 before the video even started. Bobby always gets everybody excited and fun. And they have so much fun. Hi, Joan, before the video even starts. Except for Jennifer, dropped us all on our heads. She dropped her iPad or phone or whatever she's looking at. Made sure we were all okay after she picked us up. It's just a lot of fun in the chat. You guys are amazing and awesome and love you all. Today we're talking about Design Space like we do. I have nothing planned. I had cousin camp with my cousin Pamela Hunter, was here all week, and we were learning from each other and sharing with you guys. So I did not think about what today's video was going to be, so we're just going to wing it. I mentioned this in the chat when I first, like a half hour ago when you guys first started coming in, and Catherine Hargrove, I think that was her name. This is her first time here, and I asked, what do you guys want to learn today? And she answered with, what all can the Cricut do? And I thought, well, that is too big of a question for one person, so I'm asking all of you in the chat that are here live with me, please type in capital letters, and when you're asking questions and you're live in chat, do capital letters so I can find you. Tell everybody what the Cricut does. Tell them your favorite thing that you make with the Cricut. We want everyone to know, because we love Cricut, right? For those of you here and been using it, we love it. It makes us happy. It takes us away from life so we can just craft and be happy. And we want everyone else in the world to be happy. So tell them what you do with your Cricut. What is something that you do? And this is delayed a little bit, so I'm going to wait. And tell us if it's your first time here. If you're in chat on an iPad or phone, you have to scroll down below all the suggested videos and then click on live chat. And then that will bring up the chat and you'll be able to chat there. So they cut out SVGs. And okay, what's an SVG? An SVG is an image that can be cut in layers. And you can make 3D projects with paper. Jacqueline loves the print and cut. You make cards and t-shirts. It cuts out vinyl you can put on your walls. You can put on your t-shirts, on your tote bags, on your suitcase. Michael Crow made a 3D dreaming tree chandelier, a Halloween chandelier with the bats hanging down. It was so cool. Three-dimensional home decor. Devon makes business labels. It's going so fast. Greeting cards, t-shirts, vinyl projects. And the Cricut's last email, they had like a globe, almost like an inside globe with a Halloween scene in it, all made out of cardstock inside. It was beautiful. Crepe paper flowers, big giant paper cardstock flowers. Oh, and pillows. You can iron on pillows for home decor. JT Page says it's his first time here from Washington State. Shelly, it's her first time here. Brandy wants to see multi-layered HTV with registration marks. I got to work on that one. I got to figure that out myself. I'm not sure how to do that one. Oh, Devon makes custom potato chip bags. Linda wants me to teach her how to make the beautiful paper flowers. I already have videos on that, so I can, later in the comments, I can link you to videos on the large paper flowers. They're on there's actually a playlist on my YouTube channel. Let me show you that. I'll show you guys how to get to I have 1,200 videos on YouTube. Millie's Serrano. It's her first time. Gary, welcome. Lynn Coleman, hello. She says, can't wait to use it for quilting when I get the maker. Jamie Tash, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly. She says she just ordered the maker. She can't wait to make all kinds of stuff. Yeah, try to ask questions in all caps. Joyce Matzo, I think that's Joyce. What is penny slider cards? Thank you so much, Terry, for the super chat. Penny slider, they're just slider cards, and I have a few on my channel. So I'm trying to trying to catch up on you guys are amazing with your comments today. It's very fast. How many people are in here today? Okay, we have 207 here right now. I have lots of videos on cards. Most of my videos are on cards. And you're asking about how to do layers on cards. If you have a specific question on that, Joan does scrapbooking, iron on vinyl, print and cut, SVG files, cards, magnets. Michael Crow, thank you so much. He shared the 3D paper flowers video. Marissa, there's no update on the new blade for the maker yet. And there's going to be a lot more blades and a lot more tools coming after the knife blade. There's more. I'm so excited. Okay. So today we're going to take questions on what oh, wait a second. I was just going to show you this. Let's go to this. This is where's the top of my channel? My banner. Huh. That's weird. Oh, I'm just on YouTube. That's why. I'm not on my page. Okay. If you go to videos, you can see all my videos, and you have to scroll down, and then you have to wait for more to pop up. And they're in order of how I did my videos. So they'll just keep going. There's 1,200. If you go to playlist, I do put some in playlists. Like, here's Cousin Camp, that when my cousin was here, we did some videos. Vlogging in the Villages, that's if you want to see my personal life and where I live, and golf cart rides and sunsets and sunrises, things like that. There's 92 videos of that so far, although I need to add a few more to that. And then here are my Design Space live tutorials. So I do this every Saturday morning, so they get added to this list. And here's a playlist. This is by Cricut. So these videos in the Cricut Design Space by Official Cricut, they're all short Cricut tutorial videos that Cricut put out there. And I put them in a list to make them easier to find. Here's my large paper flowers. So these are all large paper flower videos. Here are Cricut faux leather videos. All the videos in this list are not mine. I also added other people's videos. I have Lori Nunemaker's in there and Carol Prevost videos in there. Whenever they use the faux leather, they get added to the list. And some older Cricut Design Space tutorials and stuff. And there is a whole lot. Pop-out panel cards, scrapbook overlays, coloring videos. When I was coloring, I want to color again. And I'm going to bring that back. And just some older videos. These are really old videos from before the maker. I mean, these are way back when I first started. So you can find older videos easier in the playlist. Not all my videos are in playlist. Okay, we're here for Cricut Design Space. But first, we have to do this.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Okay, Belinda asks, wait a second, I saw another question. I don't remember who asked it. I just saw it. Oh, there it is. Marissa, has anyone printed on colored paper yet on the maker? Yes. I have not yet. Just because I haven't had a reason to. I haven't had a project to, but people with print and cut, if you have the Cricut Maker, you can print on colored paper and pattern paper. I'm going back to find your questions. I do have some slider cards in my Patreon files. I have circle slider. I'm not sure if I have the others. It's hard to remember all the cards I've made. Thank you, Jamie. Cut sewing projects. I have lots of videos on how to put an SVG into Design Space, but I'm going to show you right now because it's so quick and easy. Okay, we're going to click on New Project if you're here. Okay, do you see where my mouse is circling? You click Upload. And if you have an SVG, you just upload it right here. You browse your computer for it. That's all you have to do. I don't have an SVG right here to put in, but if you get an SVG from somebody, I do have a full video on this, but if you get an SVG from somebody, there's usually in a zipped file, and you have to right-click on that file and extract or unzip it. It has to be unzipped, and what I do is I take out the SVG from that folder and I put it on my desktop. So when I click this upload button, I go here and I know I can go straight to my desktop and find that video, and I can just drag it in there or click on it and open it up. And then I will have, and then you just put in the title and stuff and save it. That's all you do. It's easy. If you're having trouble with the SVGs not working properly or it's not showing up, sometimes it's how the SVG is made. They're not all made the same, and not everybody makes them properly. And it may work in their software on their computer, but because it's not done correctly, it doesn't work for everybody. And then you have to go back to where you got the SVG from and ask them why it's not working. But really, all you do is click upload, browse here, and put it in. But before that, you have to make sure it's unzipped. And I'm reading comments now, I'm just not staring here. I got the paper racks at, I think it's TCI Warehouse or TSI Wholesale. TCI Wholesale or something like that. I just searched paper racks wholesale. Hi, Kathy. Okay, let me scroll down. Thank you, Linda, for this $10 super chat. Michelle is asking, has anyone used Avery t-shirt as a print and cut material? You can use Avery products to print and cut. I have not used that material, but I'm sure you can. Oh my gosh, Janice, I love seeing you here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Is there a setting on Cricut Easy Press for the Cricut print and cut vinyl? For t-shirts, the transfer. I'm not sure. There is a list. Let me find that list. There's a list in, I'll get you the link. There's a link in support for Cricut. Let me see if I can find it. Help Center. Easy Press Settings. Let me bring this over here so you guys can see. So I just went to the support at Cricut and typed in Easy Press settings. Cricut Easy Press. There's settings in here somewhere, and I have a link for that. I've shared the link. Cutting, no, that's for iron on glitter. I think heat settings is what it's called. Well, I'll find the link and share that with you guys. Okay, my comments keep jumping. How do you make an SVG from a JPEG file? That is more complicated and you have to use different software. How to bring up our saved images? Lucy is asking this. How to bring up your saved images. If they're uploaded images, they're in here. Or you can go to images I do have lots of print and cut videos too, for the one asking. Okay, so we're going to click filter. Do you see filter up here in the top right corner? Click on filter and then click on uploaded, and this will show you all the uploaded images you have ever uploaded. So these are all ones I've uploaded. Boy, there's a lot of them. More and more. So that's how you find them. Thank you for the super chat. Let me get down there. Kathy Orlando. Awesome. I really appreciate it. Okay, let me go back to some more questions. Michelle asked if they'll be adding a way to add stitching lines to a fabric project that you design. I certainly hope so. That would be amazing. Super chat is just a way for people that want their chat heard and seen and want to help me and donate to me, like giving me a tip, because I don't get paid for this. Oh, thank you, Sue. Sue in the chat shared the link to the paper storage to my racks. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie said they have not added a setting for the printable vinyl yet on their list for the Easy Press. I don't think it's called printable vinyl. I think it's called printable transfer. And Jamie says printable iron-on for the Easy Press is 325 degrees for 15 seconds and let it cool and then peel it. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, Nancy, you have to save money for the shipping. It's cheaper to buy more than one and call them and negotiate on you have to pay the exact shipping, but I think you can negotiate a little bit. I negotiated a little bit. Bobby, thank you for sharing. He got the Easy Press settings. You guys are amazing. How do you edit on the mats? Deborah Leslie is asking. Okay, let's just bring this little smiley in. This is an SVG I made and shared with Patreons. I'm gonna make it. So if you want to edit on the mat, you can do this. I can click that, click the image, click this little circle with the 3 dots. I can move it to another mat. And of course it's going to change the color because everything on the same mat is the same color. So that's how you can move things around. Now, if I wanted to cut these out in different colors on the same mat, because I only wanted to load one mat, I would put black paper up here at the top left, like just a square that will cover what gets cut with a little extra just to be safe. And then down here, I would put the yellow paper, even though it's black, it's whatever color you want it to be. I'd put that down here at the bottom right corner. Do you know if I can take an applique pattern and somehow upload it to cut on the maker? I haven't tried that. It will cut the outside It won't do the patterns like in Cricut Design Space I just think this is absolutely amazing with their sewing projects. Hold on, let's just go to, where do I want? I want the projects. I never do this. Okay. We're going to go here, go to projects here. That's what I want. Okay, and then we're going to go to categories and sewing. Look at the zebra. I haven't been here lately. So cute. Okay, let's just click the little bow tie. And let's click make it. You cannot customize the size of the patterns. Oh, I can't see the sewing patterns on this one. I know they have the sewing patterns on these. Shows you where to sew. Huh. Maybe they don't show up on the screen. But they show you where to sew with the washable fabric marker. Thanks, Christy. There's 266 people now. I do have a video on scrapbook overlays. I have 2 videos. I think I have more than that, but there's 2 in a playlist on my YouTube channel. If you go to playlist, there are scrapbook overlays right here. Thanks, Jamie and Sue and Bobby. You guys are amazing. Do I know if Cricut is adding the ability to organize images in Design Space? I don't know. I think so, only because I hope so, and I think they know we want it. Thanks, Joyce. I think they rock too. The moderators rock. I do have only one video on Inkscape of how to make my signature into an SVG. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Miss Superklutz, her name is Joan. She says, kind of like potatoes for potato salad. Cook, cool, and peel. And she's talking about the transfer when you iron it on. You heat it up, cooking it. You let it cool, and then you peel it. Yeah, Lucy, that's what I thought you meant, your project images, to organize our projects. Hello, Mrs. Fortu. Kiona, good morning. Okay, wait, I missed some questions. You guys are so busy today with your questions. And my moderators are getting them faster than me. Okay, Kathy says she has the problem of her cutter going off the paper at the top, even though it's all loaded properly. Does anyone else have this issue? The only time I've ever had that issue is when when you load the mat, you have to like push the mat in, like not hard, like barely, like just just hold it in just a little bit. You know, don't push hard, but just hold it in a little bit while you're hitting the load button. If I don't do that, then things get messed up. But if you continue to have problems with that, call support. Cricut support is amazing, and they will help you figure that out. Bonna Kelly, I have not shown how to use contour in this video. I think I show in every single one of these live videos. And that's okay. Let me find Design Space. Let me exit out of this. Cancel. We're going to exit out of this. We'll go to my projects. Well, I don't know. Let's go to this one. This was from a mystery box. The Last Digital mystery box. Okay. I can't hit contour because this is grouped. So let's ungroup it. Now I'm clicking on... Oh, there's no contour in this. I was thinking that was cut out. Let's check these. Ungroup. Okay, this one I can contour. Now, let me show you the difference. Let me just move these so they're by themselves. Didn't mean that one. Okay. This one I have selected. To do contour, you have to have a project selected. So I have this one selected, contour is not up. Because it only has one cut. It's only the outside cut. This one I can contour because it has more than one cut. It has the outside cut and these little cuts in here. So I'm going to click on contour. And if I want to take out all of these cuts on here, I can click hide all contours, exit out. Notice those are gone. Now, if I change my mind later at any time, I can click contour and click on these and bring them back. Let's say I only want those three. Just click the X and they're back. That's what contour does. It changes the cuts and makes it a lot easier. So that's contour. Okay. I'm trying to read your comments. Ooh, Jennifer Davis wants to make heavy-duty dog toys. That is awesome. Please share those in my group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. If you guys are on Facebook, join my group, and I love seeing your projects. Charlene's asking, is there a way to sort the sewing so it only shows the Explore projects? Well, you can click on these. These are free for the Explore, but I don't really know what you mean. You can choose all projects in Access, and you can scroll down here and click on all of these categories. Shelly's asking, what is the best browser for DS? Whatever browser is best for you on your computer. If one isn't working, go to the next one. I use Google Chrome and have no problems. But it really depends on your computer and things you've downloaded into your browsers and stuff. Georgia Blair asks, what about curved text? And Bobby says, that's the $1,000,000 question. Well, I think the Cricut company is not a huge company. Some people think it's huge. It's not huge. And they constantly are working on new stuff. They put out Design Space 3. They didn't quit. They're still there working. They're still continually working on software. They're continually working on new updates. They're continually working on making it better and giving us the things we ask for. Cricut is the only company where the CEO hangs out with us on Facebook. Seriously. He listens to us. He tags other people when we have ideas we want to see. He makes sure their employees see it. He makes sure his employees hang out on Facebook. So they are in tune with us and know what we want. Thank you, Jamie, for sharing the scrapbook overlays. I am so behind. Laura Byrne, that is a great question. I will show that now. So I'm stopped on your comment. So the other comments I'm not seeing so much right now. She wants to know how to do, we're going to do a new, we're not saving this. We're going to do a new one. So she wants to know how to do text, a sentiment on a card for print and cut. Correct? You want to print it. Okay, let's change this color. Let's say we want it pink and edit. No, I'm just gonna unlock this. Oh, here, let's just do this. The width, we're gonna do 5.5. And the height, 4 point, I'm just gonna do 4. And I'm gonna change this one to 2.5. Because this is gonna be a layer on top of a card because you can't print you cannot print too big of an image. So this I will put on a 4 1/4 by 5.5 card, which is an A2 size card, which is the normal size of a card, but you can make a card any size you want. So if you want to make up your own sentiment, I'm just going to do this, whoops, as fast as I can so we can get to other questions. Okay. Let's align it center. We can move the line spaces closer. There's so much we can do on this. We can change so much. You can change the text and everything. But if I want this to print on top of that, all I do is select them both and click flatten, which is down at the bottom right next to contour. So now this will print. Some people have problems. Let's unflatten it. Because they're choosing it to right. Let's see if I can I click here and make it right? Okay. So now if I do it like that, flatten is not available because I have it right. Right means the machine writes it with a pen. So as it is right now, this shape will print, but this will have to be written. This has to be, let me grab the text again. This has to be as cut, not right. So it has to be like that, and then flatten it. if you're choosing a sentiment within Design Space, I just searched sentiment. All of these are set to right. So let's insert that. So these are set to write out. They're not going to flatten either. They're for the machine to do. If you want it to write, you have to do like a cut image. And if you want these to write on top of this, you have to select them both and click attach. So the sentiment will write on top of your image. It has to be attached to it. But if you're printing both, it has to be flattened. I hope that helped you. What's the difference in JPEG and SVG file? A JPEG is a picture like you take with your camera, with your phone. Take a picture, that's pretty much a JPEG. An SVG file, each layer is set to cut out. So every color you see will cut out as a different layer. That's the difference. Yes, Michael. Michael just suggested a cache clear on your browser does amazing things and makes things work much better. That is so true. If you don't know how to clear your cache, type in on Google, how do I clear my cache? And list the browser, or it'll list browsers for you. If you don't know how to do it, just Google it. It's there. Okay, I'm reading your comments. Joan, you're so funny. Catherine asks if you're able to view these comments after it ends. Yes. On my videos, I set it up so as the video's going, you can see the comments. Okay. Is there a way to take new gallery art set and cut it on the front of cards? The gallery art. Let me refresh my memory. I know I just shared that. I knew it's something new. Okay. This new gallery art, I don't think you can cut it that small because it's so intricate. We just did a video, live video on this one a couple weeks ago. I don't think you can make it as small to put on a card. You could try it on a 5x7. It might cut out better out of vinyl. If you could cut out the inside out of vinyl and transfer it to the card, that might work. We have about 18 minutes left. I have to stop on time tonight because we have a Patreon only hangout after this. Is there a way to do two different fonts in one text box? Well, not in the same text box, but you can make a new text box. Like if I were going to do this, let's choose a different font here. So this one, let's take away the birthday. We could do something like this. I don't know. You can place it any way you want. And I could even weld these together, even though they're different fonts. That's just an example. You cannot change this to a cut, I do not believe. Let's click it and find out. Let's hit cut. Oh, you can change it to a cut. But to be very honest, it's kind of thin to cut. You can try it. Well, oh, but maybe then print it and see how it did the O's. So it did change it a little. Never thought of that. Okay, so now we changed it to a cut and now we can flatten it. Oh, look at that. We're all learning today, aren't we? But the O's look a little different. So you'll have to see. Just try it. Change it to a cut so you can now print it. I never even thought to do that, but I've never wanted to do that. I just always let it write. Thanks, Bobby. I made it. I read all the comments, guys. Thank you so much for the moderators and their helping also. Okay, do we have any more questions on Design Space? I think I answered all the questions. If I didn't, please add it again. Yes. Do you want to see what the difference of attach does? Well, this one is flattened. Let me unflatten it. Now these are set to print, I think. Change it to cut. Change this to cut. So let's place this on there just like that. So we want this, let's group it. Let's see what happens. If I group these, click group, let's make it. It's not on the same thing. See that? That's not how I want it. I wanted it right on top of it. That's why we have to attach. It does, let's just ungroup it. There's no need for it to be grouped unless you're moving it around and don't want it to move. The grouping part only helps on this screen. It has nothing to do with the way it cuts or anything. It has nothing to do with the way it goes to the mats. The only reason you want to keep it grouped is if you want to move this or size it. Like if I were to size this, it only moves this. If I have them grouped, it moves them both. So that's the reason we liked group. Okay, so let's ungroup. Doesn't matter if it's ungrouped, but I just want to show you. So now they move separately. Now if I select them both and click attach, it is also like they're grouped. There's no need to group it. It's already together. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And, oh, is that Jessica? Oh, that's just Jessica. Hi, Jessica. So now if we click make it, click here, it's all on this mat. So it's going to be written right on top of it. Does that explain grouped and attached? Does that explain the difference? And contour, somebody asked about contour earlier, and we did contour, but let me show you on text. I can contour. So I can contour out the middle of these letters if I want. So I took out those middles, you know, if you wanted to do something like that. Janet Stein, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, Lynn, that's the reason to group, is to keep it all together. That's why I love Design Space. If you're used to the old, let's just go to images, to the old Cricut, you had to go in and find each layer. You had to size each layer, make sure it all fit together. Let's go to, what are the little people? Catherine, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. She says, thank you, Melody, and thanks for your awesome moderators. I learned so much. I want to thank them too. They're amazing. What are those kids called? Okay, let me find Teddy Bear. The Teddy Bear Parade. You guys know it used to be my favorite cartridge. I never use it all the time. Okay, let's just use this one. So before, you had to bring in all these layers separately. So they come in grouped so you can size them. If I ungroup this, then they're all separately. So here's a layer, here's a layer. And you know what's fun? Let me show you something real quick. Like I can take this, I'm gonna show you something else. I'm gonna make this print. I'm gonna click on pattern, and we're just gonna click this one for now. I don't know if I use this one much. It's taking a minute. Oh, Kiona, thank you so much. She says, you are my superhero. I love what you do for us. Your energy and passion shines every day. Thank you, Kiona. Okay, so now here, I changed her little outfit. Where are these things at? Oh, that was part of her pacifier and her flower. And there's her bottle. So I can group this back if I want. Isn't she cute? Did you guys ever think of doing something like that with the print and cut? You can add your own patterns in there or use the patterns that are already in Design Space. All right, guys, I think it's time to go. Hopefully I taught you a lot. Hopefully you learned some things you didn't know. I will be doing this every Saturday. If you have a request for me to cover a video, put it in the comments. After this video's live, you'll be able to keep comments in there. My cousin left last night. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, isn't that cute? Yeah, the paper dolls. That's the cartridge I was looking for. It's called Paper Dolls. I love that cartridge. And I love changing their clothes. Yeah, this is great for patterns. If you guys just joined later, make sure you go back and watch it again from the beginning and you'll see more. And I have a whole playlist. There's 16 videos on there now. This will make 17. Patreon Hangout is only 5 minutes away, so I have to go in there. Hopefully I'm not late, but you guys can all go in there beforehand. The Patreon should have the links. It's in Patreon post. Thank you, Brenda, so much. So I have to set up the next video for the Patreon, so I thank you guys. Thank you. And oh, next week we are doing, after this video, we're going to do opening viewer mail. If you have anything you want me to show in a video, or you want a card on my gratitude wall or anything, make sure you send it to me. I will be doing one video a month after these Saturday videos. I'm going to try that on the third Saturday of the month. Next week's going to be a week late because I had to do the Patreon because I couldn't do it last week. So we're going to try to keep on schedule for next month. I really love you guys. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you all, and we will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.